finally, I have some proper Borderlands 3 news and teases for you guys today. I know a ton of us are totally hyped for what is next for the Borderlands franchise, and it seems like forever since we've really heard from it. So yeah, I'm going to dive straight into the news and teases right now, not keep you guys waiting. So this one comes from Jeff Keighley. Of course, he's going to be leading the Game Awards here on December 6th. Mark this date on your calendars, and you'll understand why in just a moment. So Jeff Keighley goes on to tweet out this: today we start transitioning into the Game Awards World Premiere land. There are a lot of games we won't be talking about at all until the show. All eyes on you at Walmart Canada, but we do have some great things to tease and announce in the week ahead. Now, of course, you may remember that Walmart Canada was infamous for actually leaking a bunch of games, and they included Splinter Cell, Borderlands 3, Rage 2, Gears of War 5, and others. Now, Rage 2 and Gears of War 5 actually came to be, so now we're just waiting for the next Splinter Cell and Borderlands 3, and then there are some others on that list. But yeah, we're talking about Borderlands 3 today. Now, that's not all the news we have about Borderlands 3, because we got to drop by Randy Pitchford's Twitter account, and of course Randy Pitchford is one of the creative leads who developed Borderlands 2, the Borderlands franchise, over at Gearbox. So let's dive into that. So he goes on Twitter to say the following. He says, my to-do list today has just 3 things on it, but I also have 3 meetings scheduled before 3 p.m. Is the universe telling me something? And he got a ton of replies. Everyone is like, man, we know you are teasing Borderlands 3. Stop it. So it seems like he is absolutely preparing for something. So with the number 3 in it. I mean, it looks like the number 3 was repeated over and over again in that Twitter post there. So yeah, it could very well be that Randy Pitchford is prepping himself and Borderlands 3, Gearbox Studios, everything for the Game Awards here on December 6th. So again, keep your eyes peeled. I will have you guys up to date on all things Borderlands 3. It's one of the games that I have been covering whenever there's news about it, because I'm totally hyped for it. And another reason that I've been covering this game so much is because of its PvE-centric nature. I think a lot of us just really enjoy chilling, relaxing, hanging out, looting everything, hanging out with friends, and going on adventure and having a blast in that way. But also, hopefully this does have complete offline support with it as well. But yeah, I did want to also note to you guys that yes, we will be getting Borderlands 2 VR. If you did not hear, that's going to be dropping on December 14th, PlayStation VR. Now, some people are like, man, is it not coming to, other VR platforms? Is it just PlayStation exclusive? So it's been confirmed that it is going to be a timed exclusive for the PlayStation VR. So good news there if you are wanting to check out the Borderlands VR experience. I'm really curious about it, actually. VR is something I'm getting more and more into, and yeah, I definitely want to check out what's going on with Borderlands 2 VR. Let me know, do you think VR has a future or not? Post a comment down below. Now, there were some previous leaks I did want to quickly go over with you guys about Borderlands 3. Now, I did do a bunch of videos about these leaks. You can find them in the description below. I'm going to try my best to throw those in the description below. But there was, a leak by Shine Rice a while back that did mention that the beginning of the game will be linear for Borderlands 3. Of course, that's going to be a tutorial phase, and take all of this with a grain of salt until we get to December 6th and, into anything official. But it is definitely interesting because it indicates that you would be able to obtain a ship and travel to different planets in the game's open world. So, well, it would be kind of open galaxy, and a lot of games are going in this direction anyway. You've seen this from No Man's Sky. Beyond Good and Evils 2 is going to be doing this as well, and, I wouldn't be surprised if Borderlands 3 did something really big. Randy Pitchford has also said with Borderlands 3, he is interested in making something that is very iconic. He didn't want to release Borderlands as something where it was annual and where everyone became fatigued off of it. He wanted to be really appropriate with this franchise, treat it right, and make sure that when they release Borderlands 3, that it is something absolutely groundbreaking and really, really special. Now, also, there's a lot more evidence about Borderlands 3. There's signs pointing towards Borderlands 3, which was found in a recent press release from the publisher 2K Games parent company, of course. That would be Take-Two Interactive. Of course, this company is absolutely on fire. Now, this was actually a while ago. So it says this company seemed to be confident for a successful 2019 fiscal year. Of course, that's thanks to Red Dead Redemption 2, but also they described the launch of what was a highly anticipated new title from one of 2K's biggest franchises. And a lot of people began speculating, well, this looks like they are talking about Borderlands 3 here. So it seems like this is going to be the likely candidate in the future. And I think that they may have to actually make an announcement related to Borderlands 3 by some of these, financial calls by spring of 2019. So I think that might be their cutoff point, at least in terms of investors that are, privately investing in this game. They're definitely going to want to be hearing about Borderlands 3 and, of course, what Gearbox Studio is working on. Now, it says this, it's been fairly common knowledge that Gearbox has been hard at work on a new Borderlands game for over 2 years now. And then they said that it's been recently revealed that 90% of the studio staff have been allocated to work on this sequel. So, sounds like they are absolutely dead serious about getting this one finally done with. And the Game Awards would be an appropriate setting for sure, because it's just ahead of Christmas. Talk about the best early Christmas present for fans of the Borderlands franchise. I think that would be a freaking epic way to reveal Borderlands 3. Now, there's some additional details here from other leaks that are claiming that the game will be the darkest Borderlands in the saga. Now, that kind of worries me because I really want them to maintain the humor with Borderlands, so I'm hoping that's not 100% true. I'm sure that they will have a lot of funny moments in Borderlands 3 and keep the personality going. They're just so known for having such a good personality with characters and stuff like that, and NPCs. Now, also, you got to remember that Borderlands 2 ended with a tease of multiple planets with many different vaults. So there's rumors that we would be traveling around these planets and to these different vaults in Borderlands 3. Now, there's also rumors that they aren't going to be doing microtransactions in this game. Now, that could change big time, because of the new, gaming industry, how it is. But the rumor indicated that they would be going with the standard season pass. So, let me know what you would like to see. Would you like to see, a season pass or microtransactions for, Borderlands 3? Get to leaving a comment down below. Sorry about the logo popping up. I don't know why my Open World Games logo suddenly appeared in the middle of the video. Oh well. So, also now, of course, he compared the release of Borderlands 3 to what happened from GTA 3 to GTA 4. He wants it to be, again, very monumental. And I'm sure that a lot of these companies are keeping a very, very close eye on what Red Dead Redemption 2 is doing and how successful that is being. Even CD Projekt Red, the guys that are making Cyberpunk 2077, said that they want the launch of their game to be like the launch of, Red Dead Redemption 2, for it to be nice and smooth and everything like that. Now, also, he says that he doesn't want it to be like the pre-sequel. So that is going to be super important. I know a lot of fans were kind of disappointed in the pre-sequel, and it seems like Gearbox is very aware of this, and they want to kind of address that immediately and say, nope, Borderlands 3 is not going to be like this pre-sequel. So just remember that. But yeah, also, let's go over your top comments real quick related to my previous Borderlands 3 video. So leave a comment down below. It could end up in a video. So the first one comes from Quentin Cahell, who says this: my only hope is they still support offline single player. Seems like a lot of you guys agree with that. Yeah, I mean, come on now. There's so many games doing it wrong just by doing online only. We need good offline single player support for Borderlands 3. And then Drew says this: keep PvP as far away from Borderlands as possible. Borderlands has always survived and did amazing with only PvE. Co-op PvE is the main reason I play Borderlands. I totally agree. Again, you know, there's a lot of PvP games out there. Anyway, how many of you guys want PvP in your Borderlands 3? Maybe as a separate game mode, or do you agree here that, hey, they should just completely forget about it? Just stick to what you're good at. Stick to PvE. Next up, we have Shea Donahue, who says this: if there's microtransactions or open world PvP like GTA, I'm out. So again, yeah, Season Pass versus these new microtransaction systems. What would you like to see? I've seen very few games that are successful with the microtransaction systems. You know, of course, well, I take that back. There's GTA Online, of course, that's been immensely successful with microtransactions. But, you know, there's other games that have been successful with early access, and I speak to like Rainbow Six. And then, of course, there's others that have been successful with the Season Pass. So there's like really 3 core choices in the gaming industry right now: Season Pass, early access, or pure microtransactions with support, you know, supposed free DLC. The microtransactions can be a pain in the butt, by the way, at least from my personal experience. But we'll see what happens. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned here to Open World Games for more Borderlands 3 and open world gaming goodness. Getting so hyped for the Video Game Awards here December 6th. Mark it on your calendars, and I'll have coverage here, of course, about all the happenings around that too. Guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you later, and soon enough in the world of Borderlands 3, it seems. Take care.